Hello there. Are you ready for another part 2 assignment to go along with the unit test? I'm going to show you in this video how to do the percents part 2 assignment 2.10. So let me flip around the camera and get started. I am logged in as a student right now. I'm going to go to the My Schedule page and click ahead to Friday, January 22nd. So on this date, we can see a couple things for math. I have a link on here that says click here if you can't find your Unit 2 percents unit test part 1 and 2. Then there's this link that says 2.10 unit test, and then a direct link to the part 1. This is your computer graded 10 questions for 30 points, 3 points each. And here's a direct link to the part 2. If you don't have all the quizzes passed in this unit, you will not see these two links. You will see this one, but when you click it, this will look blank. Under assessment, you won't see anything. And if you click on this link here, that's where I explain that. If in there is where it shows you what we've done this unit. It explains how to go to your grades page to see what you got on your quizzes and how to navigate back to the actual lesson pages and quizzes to get them passed if they are not yet passed. So there are 3 quizzes that need to be passed to unlock the unit test part 1 and part 2. Part 1, 10 questions, computer graded. You do get 2 attempts, so use that second attempt wisely. For the part 2 assignment, if we just click into it right now, I'll show you how it works. So this is especially for you guys who just started with OHVA here in January. This page is mainly explanation on all the different ways you can show your work. It explains that here is the link to your 2.10 graded assignment, Unit 2 percents unit test part 2. Look down below past all these directions for the Word document. And in case you have trouble with the Word document, you can use the PDF. Those are right here. The first link here is the Word document. The second one's the PDF. All of these, this is just an explanation on how to upload it when you're done. I'm going to show you that in this video. And these are just different ways you can show your work. So you don't have to do it the way I'm showing you here. All right, you can always take a picture of your work and have your mom or dad upload it through a cell phone even. You log into the Learning Coach account through the cell phone and upload it into the Dropbox. Or you can do your work on a separate piece of paper. There's some various different suggestions on how you could show your work. That's the most challenging thing about doing this virtually. I'll show you how you can show your work all electronically. So I'm going to click the first link here. This should be the Word version of the question. And you'll have to click Enable Editing to write on it, that button right there. And the question, it says solve the problem. Make sure to show your work and explain the steps you took in solving the problem using the words first, next, and last. You must show all your scratch work for this to receive full credit. No calculator allowed. And you could use any of the methods we learned in the percents unit to solve. And the question is simply, what is 58% of 18? So if you just give me the answer and it's correct and nothing else, that's only 5 out of 15 points. A big part of these is explaining your way through what you did in the problem, and another big part of these is showing your work. So it's very important that I see your work if you want to get full credit for this. So I'm not going to do this actual problem. I'm going to scratch it out, and we're going to do, instead of this, I'm going to say instead of 58% of 18, I'm going to pretend like this is 92% of 82. Okay, 92% of 82. Now your version of Microsoft Word, unless they updated it, you do not have the Draw tab. Otherwise, I would say just show all your work using the Draw function in Microsoft Word. Unfortunately, I don't think you have that, but I'll show you some workarounds here. Okay, so you got to choose what method you want to start with. Now, I always suggest using the equation method. The reason for that is because sometimes when you're playing around with ratios, sometimes it doesn't work out too nicely. And I'll show you that for this. And I think even with the original numbers, 58% of 18, I don't think it works out too nicely simplifying fractions and working with copycat fractions. So what I'm going to do is the equation method. So the equation method has me, oh, first let me open Microsoft Paint. So if you go down to, let's do this. I'm going to minimize this and minimize this. If we go down to my computer search bar, down here, the magnifying glass, if I just type in Paint, it should bring up a program called Microsoft Paint. And I also want to bring up a program called the Snipping Tool. If I just type SNIP, see that Snipping Tool? That's what I use for screenshotting things. So I got those both open right now. I'm actually not going to use Snipping Tool just yet. But in Microsoft Paint, no, actually I will use Snipping Tool. I'm going to go back to the Word file, and I'm going to bring up the Snipping Tool program. Let me show you down below. Do you see it down there? That's the Snipping Tool right there. Click New, and then the screen sort of grays out, and you hold down the left mouse button to copy. Whoops. Let me try that again. Click New, hold down the left mouse button to copy, and make a little window of what you want to copy. There it is. That's my screenshot. Now I could go back into Microsoft Paint, and I'm going to paste it on the page here. I'm just going to do right click. Actually, you could hit paste right there. The right click doesn't work on Paint. So 92% of 82. Using the equation method, here's how I would solve this. I would translate it directly into an equation. Sorry, here's brush. You hit brush and choose a color. Let's do green. What is going to be my x? My variable is going to be my equal sign. Then 92%, I'm going to change it to a decimal, the decimal version of that, 0.92. Of is going to be times, 82 is just going to be 82. So it looks like all I really need to do to solve this is multiply 0.92 times 82. So remember, got to show your work. So if you do this, and you know, if you just give me an answer here, you're not getting credit for showing your work. Here's what I mean by showing your work. Let's multiply. I'm going to do 82 times decimal point 92. I'll just use an x. I know I don't like to use x because it's our variable, but that's multiplying I'm doing. Okay, let me get a different color. 2 times 2, that's 4. 8 times 2 is 16. 164 is my first row. Then I need to add a 0 to go down to the second row. Let's get another color. 9 times 2, 18. 9 times 8, 9 times 8, 72, right? Plus that 1 makes 73, so 7, 3. Now add my partial products. So essentially what I'm pretending, I'm just ignoring the decimal point here. When you're multiplying with decimals, just ignore the decimal point at first. Pretend like you're just multiplying 82 times 92. 82 times 2 is 164. 82 times 90 is 7,380. Add those up and you have 82 times 92. 8 plus 6 is going to be 14. 3, 4, 5, 7. And then at the end of a multiplying by decimals problem, you must place a decimal point in your product, however many places it's over from the right in your factors. In this factor, it's over 2 places. So I need to plan it 2 places over right there. So my answer, x is equal to 75.44. And that would be all the work I really need to show to solve it like this. Now, to get this onto the Word document, go back to the Snipping Tool. And let's do a new snip. And let's hold down the left mouse button and get all this. Now I've taken a picture of it. I'll go back to my Word document. And let me just move this up. I'm going to press enter a few times and then Control V. Hold down Control V or right click paste. There's all the work that I need to show. Now all I need to do is answer the problem. So I'm going to actually make my text really big. Let's do like size 24. So I got, oops, 75.44 is 92% of 82. Okay, so how do I explain that? Well, using the equation method, first I changed 92% to a decimal by moving the decimal point over 2 places to the left. Okay. Next, I wrote the equation making what my variable x and is the equal sign. And 92% of 82 is now 0.92 times 82. Last, I multiplied 0.92 times 82 to get 75.44. Done. Unless I made a mistake here, this would get 100%. There's my answer, 75.44. There's my explanation. There's my shown work doing it using the equation method. Now, let me save this. I would go to File, Save As, and navigate your computer to find your math folder. Mine's on my desktop, right here. And there's no requirement for like what you need to name this, but it's usually best just to keep the original name and put your name out in front of it. So I'm just going to add Mr. Payton to this. Now it's the Mr. Payton 2.10 graded assignment in my math folder. Hit save, and now it's there. Okay, so now we could close the Word file. We shouldn't need that anymore. This is my work from Microsoft Paint. Let's go back to the internet here. I'm still on this page where I downloaded the Word file from. This other link, remember, that's the PDF. If you click into the PDF, it's the same problem. You could download it using this button here. And if you wanted to, you can upload that PDF onto this PDF Escape website and scribble on it and show all your work on it there. But how do I upload it? If I keep scrolling down, check this out. Here's the upload button. You can drag and drop files onto that, or just click upload and find it wherever it is on your computer. Let me try it that way. If I click upload, I'm going to go to desktop, math folder, and it's the 2.10 graded assignment, that one right there. Open. You see it in blue there. Comments, this is not for any of your math work. You don't need to write anything in comments. If there's something you want to tell me, it's usually best just to email me or give me a call, okay? I don't want to see in comments, oh, hey, Mr. Payton, I didn't know how to do this. And then you uploaded a blank piece of paper or something, because that happens sometimes. If you don't know how to do it, come to Math Zone. Drop me an email. You can get help, okay? So I usually just would leave the comments blank. Just hit submit, and it said submitted successfully. It should be in there. Now, if we go back out to the content, if we click this content link here, you could double check it if you go to the Tools Assignments folder, and this is a way you can get back to it anytime. Here's the assignment, here's a link to the Word and the PDF file, and here's the submission. Like if you click this, you can download it back onto your computer to verify exactly what you just uploaded. Let's try that real quick. Is this the right file? Yep, there it is with my work and everything. Perfect. Okay, I want to Show you a couple other things here though, real quick. In Microsoft Paint, what if we do something new in Paint? 92% of 82. I want to just explore a couple different ways of doing this problem. You don't have to do the percents method. Okay, so keep in mind, you don't have to do the equation method of solving percents. Remember, there's other ways to do percents, but the equation method is always guaranteed to work. It might be a little technical with the multiplication or division you might have to do, but you're never going to run into a major issue as long as you could do that multiplication or division. If you try playing around with ratios, the proportional reasoning method, you might run into some issues. Like in this one, so I'm trying to find 92% of 82. I could write it like this. I could do 92 out of 100 is equal to how much out of 82? If I could find a copycat fraction to get me from one of these ratios to the other, I could solve it that way. So what I was thinking I'd do here is I would maybe try to reduce that, divide the top and bottom by 2, and I'd end up with 46 over 50, and then trying to get that to something over 82. Well, how do I turn 50 into 82? 50 times what gets me 82? I'm not really sure. I could reduce it a little bit more. How about divide out another copycat fraction? Now I get, let's change colors, this same 92%, 46 out of 50 would be 92% as well, right? It's just a reduced version of that fraction. Now I got 23. 46 divided by 2 is 23. 50 divided by 2 is 25. That fraction cannot be reduced anymore. That's in simplest form. And I still don't see a good way of getting from 25 to 82. So like if I'm going to use a copycat fraction here, it's not going to be a whole number on top of another whole number. There is a copycat fraction that would work. Like if you do 82 divided by 25, here, think about this for a minute. If you do 82 divided by 25, it'll tell you what you need to multiply 25 by to get 82. So what's 82 divided by 25? Well, 25 fits into 82 3 times. It's going to be 75. 82 minus 75 is going to be 7. Bring down a 0. 25 fits into 72 times. That's going to be 50. Then you get 20. Bring down the other 0. 25 fits into 208 times. So your copycat fraction would be 3.28 over 3.28, which is kind of weird, right? But this is a perfectly valid way to do it if you want to try it this way. 23 times 3.28. Well, guess what? That will still get you 75.44. Work it out. You'll still get 75.44. If you want to do proportional reasoning, what I suggest you guys do with these is cross multiply. Cross multiply. Let me do a new one. If you set up 92 over 100 equal to x over 82, well, you could do 100 times x is equal to 99. That's going from 99 times 82. And then you'll get 99 times 82. Well, we just did that, but with a decimal, right? 92 times 82, not 99. I'm sorry, 92. I meant 92. 92 times 82. You'll get 2 times 2 is 4. 9 times 2 is 18. 0. 8 times 2 is 16. 9 times 8 is 72 plus 1, 73. Does this look familiar? We got 4. 8 plus 6 is 14. 5, 7. You get 75.44. So 100x is 75.44. Now to get x by itself, you divide both sides by 100. And if you divide something by 100, all you got to do is move the decimal point 2 places over from the right. 75.44 divided by 100 will be 75.44. So this is a great way to do it. This is the 7th grade shortcut we talked about, or the equation method. And you guys saw how I uploaded it. You saw how you can go to the Tools Assignments folder to check it. That's where you can go to do more submissions. Let me go back to the Tools Assignments folder. If you wanted to make another submission, let's say you don't get full credit for this. I'll grade it, give you feedback. You could check your feedback on your grades page or in here, or it gives you like a link to go right to your feedback. But if you need to revise it, you can click back into it here. And now it looks a little bit different, but if you click add a file, you can upload a new version of the assignment. Okay, I think that's about it for this video. Good luck, guys, and let me know if you have any questions.